have to work to get back into this match. Mensol getting a third hatchery down now, has pretty good SCV saturation, also getting a Spire down, and the combo of units could really be hard on those Goliaths. Whenever you see any combination of units, ground and air, it can be really very difficult for the Goliaths to really adjust. Barracks getting pushed back, looked like it might burn down, in fact. A siege tank has been produced, or I'm sorry, yeah, a siege tank has been produced, but I don't think it has the siege upgrade or is even close to the siege upgrade. Hydralisks now backing off, feeling that they've done sufficient damage to give Mensol feeling they've given him a sufficient advantage at this point. They really have. Nice adjustment by Mensol. It looks like, yeah, he's going to back off, give him the secondary. That's a good amount. I guess seeing that siege tank, he didn't know if siege tech was upgraded or not and didn't want to take the extra damage. I take it back. He might not have range, so that tank currently might range his Hydralisks, backing them off at the moment, and it looks like he's he switched into Mutalisk tech, and the question is now, but honestly with those Goliaths, I think that'll be plenty to deal with the Mutalisks. So again, the question will be the combination attack on the ground, and it looks like some vultures are able to go out there and just squash that Zergling. The Hydralisk coming back to the front door to create a little bit of a blockade, a little bit, and create a little bit of information. Now evolution chamber going down to get that Carapace, and another hatchery going up at the 9 o'clock position. The Hydralisks in position should be able to deal with that, and we'll see if speed comes up, because I think speed will be another key here, getting the Overlord speed to help deal with those mines. Still at 2 factories from Really has managed to back Mensol off. He's definitely economically behind, and definitely I would say in the dark technologically. He doesn't know basically what Mensol's up to, but he does have map control at the moment, so it looks like some lurkers up. It looks like 2 vultures able to push through, able to get a single drone kill. Really not worth it losing 2 vultures for that single drone. At least able to push that back. Overlord kind of moving out there. It looks like it's going to get taken out by those Goliaths, and seeing that siege tank, it looks like Really's going to back off. He does have 2 lurkers up, and I don't know, no detection except for the mines, trying to get an academy down to help deal with these lurkers, but no detection otherwise. He does have siege tech, and so a Goliath tank combination, the tank to deal with the Hydralisks, and also I guess a little bit with the lurks and the Goliaths otherwise to create a bit of screen. Very nice there by Really moving up that Goliath to do a self-siege hit to take care of that lurker. He knew he had damaged it sufficiently up to that point. So pure Terran mech now trying to push into Mensol, and he really, he's actually in a pretty good position considering the early stage of this game. Has a lot of units in this contain. He's trying to plant some mines. This works almost exactly like a Protoss push, where the Goliaths are more to screen against the Zerglings and to create a little bit of support fire and that explosive fire alongside. Oh, Hydralisk pushing down. It looks like they're gonna get hit on the lurker, just being barreled in there to get to the secondary, knowing that detection's not up. And we'll see if it has presence of mind. It looks like really just trying to use those vultures as distraction away from those SCVs while he's continuing mining a little bit. But it looks like he's going to end up losing. Yeah, he's not going to be able to maintain that. Nice run by Mensol. He's going to be able to continue hit at the secondary. That's going to disrupt, and SCVs repairing each other right there. That's going to create a little bit of disruption. That's going to force a lot of those units to come back for really backing all those units up, losing contain on the front door while he's distracted. Mensol does have the speed upgrade now, has lurkers on the front door, and has managed to disrupt a lot of the production at that secondary, and it looks like with that speed it's really going to help reduce those mines. Hydralisk going down there, right. Carapace 1 is going to come in, but honestly Carapace against mech units not as usually, because of the splash damage of the tanks, things like that, and also kind of the just the nature of Goliath, it's not as useful, I would say, as against a medic marine grouping. Some Mutalisks out to assist, and with those Mutalisks and those Hydralisks, they should be a pretty good combo against the Goliath, depend on how on their micro, and just a couple lurkers alongside. But it looks like still 2 factories down, and no additional factories at this stage. Just to and I'm kind of curious, in a very defensive position. Let's see if Mensol decides. It looks like he's setting up for a push. He's grouping up his units. He's got 3 groups going with those Goliaths on the front door. If they have to engage the Hydralisks and a couple Mutalisks right there, they're not going to be able to defend 2 locations at once. If just a couple Mutalisks spread out and go for the main, it's going to be very difficult for Really to defend his base in general. And it looks like 3 gas has been established. That 9 o'clock position also being taken by Mensol. So Mensol in a very good position in this game. He's going to be able to push the next degree of tech, really. And there it looks like an Overlord going in the backfield. I don't think that was a drop. That was just kind of try to check what's back there. And now the Mutalisk's pushing in. I think Mensol realizes he's in a very strong position. He can do kind of multiple direction attacks that really can't really defend. He doesn't have any turrets up. He's not going to really be able to defend at multiple directions. He also doesn't have that Valkyrie support to really help when you see in a kind of a fantasy build to support along that degree. And so he's going to be able to get on that secondary, able to take out a couple SCVs. Here come the Goliath. Goliaths. Now here's the key here. He cannot dedicate all those Goliaths just to the main, otherwise the Mulisks are just going to be able to circle back around. And he can't really, he needs to be careful pushing that out, because Mensol could do a combo attack here, and he could push in the main when those Goliaths are back in the back of the base. We'll see if he is trying to lure the Goliaths back there. He's able to take out the tank in that back position. He's going to be able to get a lot of Mulisks here. So the question is how many Goliaths are going to be brought back here? It looks like 5 Goliaths. Now we'll see if Mensol decides to take a push on the front door. It doesn't look like he's going to do so. He's just going to be content to use the Goliath slow mobility against them. Just run back and forth, continue to push his forces up, and right now, and continuing to get SCV kills. This is a problem with Goliaths is yes, they're more mobile than turrets, but they're dumb and they're hard to micromanage, and they're very slow. So even though they're faster than turrets, it's kind of like if turrets had any movement speed at all, it wouldn't be much, you know, sort of thing. So it looks like he's going to end up losing a couple Mulisks, but honestly I think this is a very successful harass for Mensol, and Mensol taking another expansion in the meantime at the 10 o'clock position. As long as he continues to inflict damage like this, looks like 4 kills on that Mutalisk alone. As long as he continues to inflict economic damage like this and continues to rake in the gas and the units and the hatcheries and whatnot, he's going to be in a very good position to take this game. Another large Mutalisk force pouring out, really knows he has to do some counter-economic damage to try to even this up, but a huge amount of Mulis bearing down on that Vulture. A little bit of a reveal there. A lot of Overlords actually pushing in, and I'm not sure if that's a fake or not, just kind of showing things to be a little bit scary. Sea.Really pushing in. He's going to lose that Vulture, but at least Scout know that 3 o'clock location's up, although I don't think there's anything he can do about it at this stage. Now getting that starport up. But honestly, he's lost air control, and you can see that by that on the map right there. He has no semblance of air control, and as a result, because his Goliaths are slow, I think he's lost a great degree of map mobility. He can't bring his Goliaths back. He can't bring his Goliaths to bear on the front anywhere on the map, because he's got to keep a lot of them at home base. And a huge Mulis attack going in the back door. This is a full control group and a half, double Mutamicro here, and taking out all sorts of SCVs. Really, space looks completely desolate of SCVs in general, and still able to do continuous damage. There's still some Hydralisks out in position. It looks like Weapons 1 has been actually upgraded for the Hydralisks. So now we're seeing that crash down I was talking about. I was expecting this a little bit early, but now with the larger grouping Mulisks pushing in, the Mulis taking care of the tanks very easily. Just one single tank left, and as soon as that tank goes down, those Goliaths are going to have a horrible time dealing with this. The Hydralisks in underneath, they're going to be able to take care of the Mulis, but with those Hydralisks in support, especially with that ramp and that 2/3 mischance, it's going to be, oh man, it's going to be disastrous for Really. Still 2 tanks doing some damage up on that corner, but at the very least, Really is going to lose his secondary here. All the Goliaths completely down. That's going to be GG. Really cannot stop this attack. Beautiful from Mensol. Really controlling things from front to the end, even though his tech really got spotted. I was expecting something, that was a nice tech adjustment, I say, and overall, I would say a pretty good game from both players. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Going to move on to the next match. Thanks for listening.